I am here to do the review for Heavy Rain Chronicles 1, The Taxidermist. Holy crap, that's a long-ass name from something that used to just be called Heavy Rain. But yeah, DLC for Heavy Rain. When I heard there was going to be DLC for Heavy Rain, I mean, when I played Heavy Rain, there was already DLC. But when I heard there was going to be more and more, I think there was going to be like 5 episodes, they said, I was like, yeah, baby. Because I really love Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain's my favorite game this year. I'll just say it right there. It just has so much character depth, and I just love the characters, love the story, and I actually love the gameplay of it. It's very fun. I'm on my 3rd playthrough. I'm like halfway through it. And yeah, I'll be 3 times into it, and I already saw about half the endings. So, yeah. And it's great to just go back into it with something new. So, the new stuff, The Taxidermist, came out about a month ago, like I said. And what did I think of it? Well, it is a short DLC. I won't tell you how long. But, so, yeah, I'm going to try to keep this review a little short. So, I'm just going to go straight to the story of this DLC. Okay, the story of this DLC, you actually follow Madison Page, one of the 4 characters from the original game, and she's a reporter, so she's out there investigating who the origami killer is. I think this is supposed to be a year and a half before the events of Heavy Rain, or maybe 2 years, I forgot. I think it's like a year and a half to 2 years before the events of Heavy Rain. So it's like later in 2009, and yeah. She's pretty much trying to figure out who this killer is. So she's going to investigate this killer. Well, no, I'm sorry. This guy who is a taxidermist. The guy's name is Leland White, and he is a taxidermist. If you don't know what a taxidermist is, it's a guy that stuffs animals, put them on ceilings. You know, if you see a deer, it's stuffed and shit. You know, so she's investigating there, and she breaks in, she investigates, and what she finds is something very, very yeah. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say. It's a very short DLC, so it's not really like a story-based one, even though, you know, the game should be story-based. But really, hopefully, just saying right now, hopefully the next DLC is longer. So let's get straight, you know, I'm just going to go straight to the gameplay, because the graphics and stuff, come on. Actually, let's go into the sound of the game. Actually, I have to say something about the sound. Okay, now the sound, the reason why I would talk about this over other things like freaking graphics and stuff, mostly because it's not the same as the original. The graphics are the same as the original, and some of the other stuff like controls, all those are the same as the original. The thing is, in this one, it's not the same in the sound, mostly because the girl who voices Madison Page is not the same girl. A lot of people were like, oh, maybe it's just because she wasn't into her character or something. No, it's not the same girl. It's the same girl that models for her, but it's not the same girl that actually voices her. Now, from what I heard in the original, the girl that models her doesn't voice her. From what I heard, the girl that models her, the girl that models her only models her, and there's some other girl that voices her. In this one, there's a completely different chick that voices her, and she sounds like a 17-year-old friggin' high school senior. I don't want to hear that shit, okay? I don't want to hear her talk like that when she's in her mid-20s, and she's a journalist, okay? I don't want to hear her like, don't worry, I'll be fine, jeez. I don't want to hear that shit, okay? I don't want to hear from Madison. I liked her in the original. I want to hear that shit, okay? But overall, she still looks as good as she did in the original. No, well, not like that. I meant like her character model. Well, she does look good, don't get me wrong. But whatever. Anyway, yeah. I'd bang the hell out of that. Yeah, sound overall was a little disappointing in this game because you didn't get the same chick. And that's really the only thing that's different about the sound. I mean, you hear, like, rain, yay, like, pat, 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 oh, yay, ooh. Anyway, let's go on to the gameplay, which is a little different in this version. Okay, the gameplay in the DLC is a little different than the original, so I would count it as a whole thing to talk about. The gameplay is pretty much the same. You button press, but in this one you have to be a little sneaky and stuff. You have to like hold things, and you have to hold buttons for a long time to hide and stuff. So it's a little different. So that's kind of worth mentioning. Yeah, but it's still the same old like same old controls, same old button presses, and same old, pretty much. That's all I really gotta say. Overall, the gameplay is still as good as the original. I still like the gameplay a lot. I still like this DLC, even though it's pretty short. It's 15 minutes. Yes, you're probably going, what? For $5, it's 15 minutes, but you get 5 endings, so you can play it over and over and over again to get all 5 endings. And it's still really fun to play, even though you saw all the endings, because it's really fun just to sneak around and hide and try to get away from this guy. And there's also different kind of ways you can get endings. Like one ending will be the same as another. Like one ending will be, I don't know, you running away, but you could do it in a different way in these. It's just cool. I like it. I really do. I really do. For $5, I'm not really disappointed that I didn't get ripped off or anything. So overall, I'm going to give it a fair score. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I love the original so much that I gave it a 9.2 before. I'd probably give it a much higher score now after playing it so much more. I love Heavy Rain. It's definitely my favorite game this year so far. And I don't think anything's really going to top it. I don't see anything. Halo Reach. Anyway, yeah, I forgot. Anyway, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, that was a pretty short review, right? Alright, 7.5 out of 10, there you go. Check the description if you want to, actually I ain't gonna do a description review for this. This is DLC. I'll just do straight up review. 7.5 out of 10. There you go. Stop crying. Anyway, there you go. I'm done, bye.